Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. I'm going to call this one a year's worth of trading, and it's pretty much just going to be a look at my TF2 inventory and the things I own and I've traded for over that period of time. I've been trading ever since I unboxed those two unusuals, and it's been pretty much every day since then. I think I'm coming up to 9,000 trades on TF2, and I just hit over 9,000 subscribers, so that's kind of cool, I guess. But yeah, this is in no way for me to act smug or, brag about the items I have. It's just to sort of show you guys what I have. Hopefully most of you find it interesting. I'm sure any aspiring traders, it'll be motivational for them, because I've come quite a long way in the last year. So yeah, let's get to it. Something I forgot to mention is any real world trading I've done on TF2 has been with money I cashed out first. So I have literally traded up to the point of where I am now. I'll leave a link to my backpack.tf profile in the description if any of you want to have a look. And yeah, enjoy. So the first thing you'll see is that I have a sort of pyramid style first page where I showcase the majority of my unusuals, and I also have a lot of these level 100 tradable horseman axes, which cost me quite a bit more than the normal price of them, simply because they're tradable and level 100. And level 100 is something you're going to see across the majority of my backpack, because I just like getting things in that level. Doesn't do anything different for the item, it's just simply my preference. I like having 3 digits instead of 2 or 1. But yeah, I have my sort of favourite items at the top, being the Max's head. I've got a clean history community sparkle vintage professional killstreak Lugamorph. That was a lot of effort to say. I attached the professional killstreak on it probably a week or two ago, and it's Singularity and Mandarin. I'll show you what it looks like in game now. You can see the gold Mandarin sheen here, and then the sparkles should show up here. The killstreak is Singularity, as you can see, just sort of traveling through time through the eyes. That's the way I see it. And these Lugamorphs are actually given to Telltale employees, the people that, the company even, that created Sam and Max the game. And only a few of them were traded away, and a couple of them were duped like crazy. I'm not even going to go into that, but yeah, this is actually a clean history one, so I was quite lucky to get it. And yeah, just one of my preferred items. The next major thing in my backpack that I've been called hacks on is my self-made Manko supply crate key. That's pretty much something that gets given to someone who contributes to the Steam workshop, and their item gets put into a special crate. For example, like the festive or eerie crate, they'd then be given a festive or eerie key, and then once the update expires or the crate expires, then it will turn into a normal self-made key. This was originally from a scorched crate, and I know that it's cached to be the scorched key on my backpack.tf profile, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's pretty much how I got that. I think I paid 4 buds for it, and contrary to popular belief, you do not get an insta unusual when unboxing. It does nothing different to a normal key. Obviously here I have my level 100 buds. Here I like to think I've got the evolution of hat, obviously starting with the modest pile. They're all vintage. These 3 are level 100. We've got the Noble and the Towering, and then I also got the vintage Gibbous, and that was basically something that people were able to get through a glitch through Steam support, but I decided to buy one not too long ago, and it cost me 17.5 buds. And now we get to my unusuals. There's no really set structure to these, though I have my preferred ones in the middle. I have a level 100 Sunbeam Samurai and a level 100 Sunbeam's Killer's Kabuto, which I showed in my favourite loadouts video. These are probably my 2 favourite unusuals, along with the Burning Flames Baker Boy, only as that's the first hat I ever really tried to buy and work towards. I also have a level 100 Burning Flames Slug. I've forgotten the actual, Tyrannus, that's the actual name. And I renamed that Kaos for the Fire Demon, one of my favourite movie characters. Other Burning Flames hats I have are the Sober Stuntsman, the Front Runner. I also have a Scorching Glengarry Bonnet and Hot Dogger. And more or less the hats I have left over are ones that are for sale. Secret Anger, the Secret to Everybody Anger, is my highest tier sniper hat. And then the others are just sort of lower tier ones that for sale on Outpost, just putting it out there. No, I'm kidding. I've got a Circling Heart Hustler's Hallmark. Somehow that's considered a themed unusual. I'm not too sure how, and I'm not going to ask you to explain it. Though if you do, I would appreciate it. Obviously got the Sunbeams Yellow Belt here, and a Sunbeams Baker Boy, which is also level 100, which I was really happy to pick up, because obviously Baker Boy is one of my favourite hats, and I think Sunbeams is a really nice clean effect. The only bonk boy I've got left is my Cloud9 one. I recently sold my Burning and Scorching bonk boys, seeing as pretty much a week after I bought them, Valve patched it so you couldn't wear 2 Bonk Boys or 2 of the same misc anymore, which was really frustrating because that was like part of my favourite loadout. But you know, shit happens. And yeah, these level 100 head takers, as I mentioned before, I don't really know why I bought them. It's just sort of something that happens when a trader gets bored. They decide to collect something, and I decided just to buy quite a few of these. Didn't really impact my backpack value too well because I sort of overpaid on them, but you know, it's just something that happened. On the second page I have all of my vintage hats, and they are all level 100, as you can see here. Sadly, there's only 3 more that I need, and it's the vintage beret, the vintage Merryweather, and the magistrate's mullet. Those are the last 3 hats I need in vintage form to finish my collection, obviously level 100. All of the vintage weapons I have that are available to be level 100 are level 100. The only one that isn't is my Kritzkrieg, and I'm working on getting one at the moment. But obviously here's a full vintage weapons collection, besides you know, glitched into game items like the big kill and the short stop. I just didn't really fancy getting those, as there aren't any clean ones. They're all pretty much duped from the same ones that got spawned into the game. But here we have all of my haunted items. These are all the ones from 2011, and they're all level 100. It took me quite a while to get. I decided to put all the ones that can be worn outside of Halloween at the bottom, and then the rest are more or less ones activated by Halloween mode. I do have the Magical Mercenary here, as it only makes things tidier for the next couple of pages, and obviously that's from 2013 Halloween. But yeah, that was probably one of the hardest ones to get, as well as the haunted hat. But here are all the ones from 2013. I think there are a good 102 or 103 of them. So it took a while to get, and I think for the majority of them, I paid a key on top of a replacement hat. So yeah, it cost me a good 5 buds or more to get the full set. Was it worth it? Maybe to satisfy my level 100 addiction, but thinking about it now, I probably would like to have those buds. But yeah, it's obviously something I do as a collector. Next page, obviously still level 100 haunteds, and here's where things get interesting. I've got my haunted hat here, along with all the spy souls haunted. I also have all my masks for each class, as well as Saxon's Hail here, and then my untradeable mask here. I decided I wanted to collect a full collection of unique stock weapons, but I didn't want them to have a rename or name description. And recently Valve patched it so you can no longer rename a unique stock, a normal stock weapon, and then remove the name tag after. So these are kind of low, they're not low in existence, but they're low in circulation, and it's proving difficult to get a full set. The only ones I need left, I need to get now, are another vintage unique shotgun, I'm all over the place, and then a unique pistol, and then that will complete my collection, and yeah, it'll be happy days from there. The next page is more or less all of the level 100 items from the Robo Boogaloo update. I did sell my first collection of these to a friend who also collected level 100, so I had to start again, and I am probably missing maybe 6 or 7 of them. But I'll get back to that eventually as soon as I finish my vintage collection, or if these come first, I'll obviously buy them. And yeah, I have all my level 100 genuines here. Sadly, not all of the genuines come in level 100 form or available in level 100, but I've got good 7 of them up to the Archimedes, and I do have a couple of spare level 100s. I'm not too sure why I bought them. I decided I wanted to collect a good like 10 genuine Archimedes level 100, but I'm not even sure there are that many, so yeah, it probably wasn't a good idea to do that. The rest of the stuff on this page is more or less junk, although I do have a few low crafts which I need to make an effort on selling because they're proving quite difficult. I obviously have my grey bands. I do have the 100th crafted grey bands in my backpack somewhere. Here is where I started to collect buds for the Burning Killer exclusive that got unboxed the other day. I did say in my last video I was making a decent effort to collect the pure for it, but sadly got outbid and the owner accepted, so I was just sort of left with a lot of pure, and the majority of this pure came from my Burning Bonk Boy, which I sold for 30 buds the other day. And I don't really know if I regret it or not, because it was one of my favourite unusuals, but yeah, I don't know, I paid more than that for it, so it's just one of those things. Here I have some more buds. I should probably arrange this a bit more neatly. Along with 5 max heads, I did have 6 spare ones. I got them in a trade for my Scorching Bonk Boy that I sold recently, along with a couple of other things. Yeah, I've got a couple of other unusuals here. That's the one I unboxed, which I think I'm going to be giving away when I hit 10,000 subscribers, so obviously look out for that. I also have a Australian Sniper, which I'm debating keeping or not. I got that along with a Australian grenade launcher, both specialised for a Max's head of mine, and I managed to sell the grenade launcher for 35 keys, so that means I've definitely profited from that trade. I think the guy was just overpaying for a Max's head, like he really wanted one. So yeah, I got quite lucky with that, and I'll be talking about that in another video, along with some other trades I've done. Obviously got a few more Strange Festives here, and some spare level 100s, which I don't know when or if I'm going to sell. Got some spare level 100 head takers, and here's a kit that I'm debating whether to use or not. It's Deadly Daffodil, so probably my second favourite Sheen, one less than Mandarin, just my preference. And the kill streak is pretty good. It's Fire Horns. I've got them both together with the Splendid Screen, trying to decide whether I want to use it or not. Got a White Bills, BMOC, probably always going to keep that. Though I'm constantly getting offers for it. Like, I don't know how people know I have it. They add me and say, oh, can I buy your BMOC? I'm just like, no, leave me alone. Also on this page, probably the strangers I've had the longest. I've got the Strange Ambassador, which was renamed Hole in Head, with a description tag saying you are dead. Only because I used that sort of to troll around on CT Fort and just headshotting, and to read that on a weapon that killed you would just be really infuriating, I think. And then I've also got an infuriating weapon, the Market Gardener, with the name tag, hey, I just met you, description, this is crazy. What could be worse than getting slapped with a Market Gardener than having Carly Rae Jepsen's like #1 single stuck in your head? I think that I couldn't do it really. And then sadly, the rest of my backpack is more or less, I don't want to say junk. It's not junk, it's just unorganized stuff. I have my level 100 Sangu sleeves and Bushido, which go nicely with my samurai hats. I've got some taunts here. I'm not really a fan of the Shred Alert, though I do have one somewhere. And yeah, the rest of my backpack is more or less just unorganized stuff. I have some spare unique weapons here, which hopefully I can use to get the ones that I don't have. This level 100 Manko is quite hard to get. And yeah, got some more Haunteds. There's my level 100 grey bands. I don't know where my craft 100 grey bands have gone. But yeah, that's more or less my backpack. I'm not really sure what else to show you. I hope this video has been interesting to any aspiring traders and to anyone that plays TF2 that just likes to see all like fancy stuff. Once again, I do want to say I hope I didn't come across smug or, you know, as if I'm trying to brag about the things I own. That really wasn't the point in this video. Hopefully this video helped me branch off into other trading videos, just with like giving advice and just things like that. I'm also going to be putting out a few more gameplay videos fairly soon, because it's been a while since I put out just a sort of normal gameplay commentary of a class or something like that. Obviously posting my social links in the description if you want to follow me up there. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment, all of that good stuff, and I will see you next time. Peace.